Frack on. Welcome to the episode of Frack the Canon. I am joined by the coolest mother frackers around. I am joined by one of my favorite Sarahs. Sara Kinney, how you doing?
Good. How's it going?
I'm doing good. I don't like being an adult, Sarah. I do not like being an adult.
I mean, it never ends.
Return to center, please. So we'll talk about something from our generation that we grew up with. You're rocking that shit right now. Turtle Power. Turtle Power. We're gonna talk about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtle Mayhem.
One day, 15 years ago, you was covered in this ooze. It transformed us. We became warriors.
On August 2nd.
This is what we've been training for. Don't let any human see you.
Hey!
They're saving the world.
We're the only ones who can do this.
Turtle style.
That seems very dangerous.
We eat danger for breakfast.
Ninja Turtles. Only theaters. August 2nd. Rated PG.
Mutant Mayhem.
Mutant Mayhem. What did I say?
Turtle Mayhem.
Mutant Mayhem. Thank you. Not Turtle Mayhem. Not
the
Turtle.
new animated movie.
The new yes. The new animated movie. So I saw it. I went with my parents. I went with my baby sister, who's 18. And so it was all three of us. It was all four of us. We saw it. My parents looked at each other like, we didn't like it. I look at my sister, 18. She loved it. Oh, she goes, "This is awesome. This is great." And she sat with me and watched the original Ninja Turtles because I kind of made her do that. Poop. I even have my favorite turtles right here from the 85 or 87 cartoon. Right? So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, I didn't like it, but she loved it. And my cousin, I did the Spanish version with, he liked it too. How did you feel about this new movie?
I mean, I really liked it. Like, here's the thing. It will never be my Ninja Turtles. Like, my Ninja Turtles are like the live action 90s movies. But I felt like this was a great, like, reimagining. It's not even really a reimagining. It's a new, like, movie for them. I think for the younger kids today, like the, 5 and up group.
Yeah, it's definitely a reboot. Because I'm like, what bugged me about this? Because I like the story. I like the theme and story, the message of acceptance and trying to fit in, which I get it. But I'm like, but my Ninja Turtles are ninjas. They know they're ninjas. And the fact that they kind of clumsy the way around to being ninja masters, I'm like, that's the one thing that threw me out of the whole movie.
But see, they've been training though. Like, they had never really actually used their skills. Like, it makes more sense than a rat sitting in a cage watching his human owner and then mimicking his movements. Like,
that to me makes a lot more sense than him. I loved it for watching VHS. I'm like,
and I just want to say, I love that. Like, that was my master Splinter, was the rat in the cage copying, like, but like that makes less sense than them learning their skills after they become mutants.
So that's what threw me off, because I'm like, for me, Splinter was always a ninja master, a ninjutsu master, and he goes, live in the shadow, blah blah blah, because we are ninjas in the art of ninjutsu. Here he's a scaredy cat. Here's a little, oh no, like they're demons and stuff like that, and that just rubbed me the wrong way.
But see, he's a dad.
But he's always been a dad. Like, he's always, because every time he calls them,
he was like a ninja trainer in the. He was
called
a
them
dad.
my sons. Like in the
True.
movies, he called them my sons. They never call him dad. They always refer to him. They always revered him as Master Splinter, but he'll call them, "I love you." Like that one scene in the first Ninja Turtle movie where they see him as a spirit in flames.
That which I gladly return with my final words. I love you all, my sons.
That always gets to me. But I'm like, this one, I'm like, like, clearly everyone loved it. Maybe I'm old, maybe a little grumpy. I don't know, so you tell me. But
I mean, things are gonna change. Like, they didn't change it in a way that made me not like it. Like, I feel like they kept true to the spirit of what I knew Ninja Turtles as, and it did bother me. Like, I sat there and was like, is this gonna annoy me that they changed it. Like when I saw the changes and I was like, you know what? No, it's fine. Like I was like, this is okay.
And I saw it again, and I'm like, and I came on with this. It's fine. I have my turtles from the Nitros. These turtles were not made for me. I'll leave it.
Yes.
I'll say that. I'm glad people are still. I'm glad people are still. There's always like a new. There's always a new group of turtles for everyone to enjoy, because there's our turtles from the '90s.
Michael
There's
Bay.
You live, you die, you fight as brothers.
Batter up!
Remember, nothing is as strong as family.
No, chill. It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out.
The Michael Bay ones, which I saw too, and I'm like, okay, I enjoyed one more than the other. I'll say that. And this,
But where's the animated stuff? Because I don't know the animated stuff as much. Like,
right? So the cartoons too. So the '80s cartoon. Like, do you remember the '80s cartoon? Did you ever see that one?
I wasn't allowed to watch that much TV, so.
That's right. That is so weird, because I remember here the thing. So for me, for kindergarten, before I would go to school, it was Pee-wee's Playhouse, Ninja Turtles, insert intro here.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team.
We're really hip.
Ninja Turtles. They're heroes in the half shell. And they're green.
Hey, get a grip.
When the evil Shredder attacks, these turtle boys don't cut them no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Splinter taught them to be ninja teams.
He's a radical rat.
Leonardo leads, Donatello does machines.
That's a fact, Jack.
Raphael is cool but rude.
Give me a break.
Michelangelo is a party dude. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
And the real Ghostbusters. And then school. So I'm like this was the guy I carried around all the time with me. It's this dude right here. Leo was my Ninja Turtle. Leo was my ninja. So I was like, okay, cool. They even did a crossover. There was a episode with the Power Rangers where they crossed with the live action TV show.
Need a hand? Oh no, more trouble. Take it. What? The green machine has gone clean. Thanks, Leonardo. I believe you this time.
Destroy them all!
And even then, I'm like this. And I saw the show. I'm like, this is not my turtles.
Was that better or worse than the time traveling movie?
Worse.
Oh my gosh.
Way worse. Because they brought in a girl turtle, and I'm like, okay, cool, a girl turtle. This is gonna be awesome, finally. But then I'm like, this is a really bad show. And then the accents for Venus, because her name was Venus de Milo, was borderline racist. Even for the '90s, it was borderline like, I don't know if you guys should be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was the 2003 cartoon. There was a 2007 movie, which I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's because it kind of like a follow up to live action movies, but it was still like fun and a little bit dated. Professor X. Patrick Stewart played the villain.
Oh my gosh.
There was a 2012 cartoon from Nickelodeon that my cousin grew up with and CJ loves, but I just couldn't get into it. I'm like, this is not for me. The character design. And then there was this movie, the Michael Bay movies, which I'm like, I went back and watched them. I'm like, all right, it's fine.
They're okay.
They're exactly, they're okay. And then there's this one that I'm like, I like that they're kids. I like that they actually act like teenagers. I'm like, cool.
They seem very real. They were definitely teenagers.
I just didn't like that they were like too kiddie. Like what again? Because like I remember Leo was always like what was it? Like he was the leader. Everyone was they were disciplined. I'm like the lack of discipline kind of bugged me.
But see, that to me is, as someone who knows teenagers, this was way more real than like what I assume are adults playing teenagers.
I'm sorry, I did this to Sarah, and she started laughing. I'm sorry. Yeah, exactly. And that's true. They were actually always. This is the first time that they're actually played by teenagers, and that was cool.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who the actually character acts them, but like the characters themselves seemed like actual like 15-year-olds.
Because yeah, and they did, and like Mikey was the one that okay. So we'll talk about this too later. But that was pretty. That was cool. Like when he goes like, "Why are we throwing this?"
Okay. High as the tiger raft.
Come on, you're good.
Guys, do I have to be the one to hold this?
Yes. Who else is gonna do it, Mikey?
Don't worry about it, Mikey. You're fine. Chill. He's gonna die.
Hey, why did we pick a fruit shaped exactly like my head?
Your head looks like Stewie had a baby with Hey Arnold.
Just stop talking. You're ruining my concentration. All right, Raph. 3, 2.
These are little beats. When they're messing around as kids, that's cool. But when they're fighting, when they're supposed to be like beating up the gangsters for information, I'm like, I don't know. That's just me. And then there was the one thing that one of our friends up on our offsite group chat said, we better mention bacon, egg, and cheese.
I'll do the talking. Hey, I'm a gangster. I got my puff and my Timbs. I need my bacon, egg, and cheese too. You got the good super flat?
Your thoughts on that, Sarah?
I don't know. I have no thoughts, which I'm gonna probably get shamed for a bit.
That was for you, Kenny. I'm just gonna bring them up as we talk about them. So overall, how would you feel? I guess about the villain, Superfly. How did you feel about that?
I thought he was, so I went in knowing nothing. Like I didn't watch any of the trailers or anything, and
okay,
I thought he was pretty cool. Like I was kind of expecting, Master Shredder to come out, like I was waiting for it. But I thought it was really cool because it kind of like was the origin, it related to their origin. So it let them tell the origin, but also like kind of fight back against like the negative part of like how they're perceived. Like just because they are mutants doesn't mean that they're bad. Like they had to stop him, to prove that they were, good people.
So that's something that bugged me about this movie was like it's always like in the live action movie, Splinter is the one that beats the bad guys, and in this one, I'm like, it's still not them. It's still the other mutants that help them.
Well, they work together. They teamed up.
I don't like it. I don't like that either. I did not like it, Sarah.
See, I found them funny.
They were
they were goofy.
They were way too goofy. Sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't like that. Like that for some reason rubbed me the wrong. I'm like, because in the so again, you said you didn't watch the cartoon, so those also are villains from the main cartoon from the '80s. So I'm like, these are all the bad guys they fight that I remember seeing them fight, and now they're good guys, like just like that. Yeah, that was like so again. I guess for me, what it was a history that I know with these characters. I'm like, this is not what I know, and so I guess for me, that's what I'm personally rubbing up against. I'm like, okay, you're showing them to me like this, but this is what I know. So I think that's my problem, and I think that
you don't have the connection. But they played the song like "Go Ninja, Go Ninja." Go.
Which is okay. That threw me out too because I'm like from the '92 movie, Trigger of the Ooze, which is awesome, by the way.
Oh my gosh! When they started playing that song, I was like, "This is it. I'm in. I'm in this movie." Like,
see, that threw me out because I'm like, that's oh my god, that was gauche. I'm sorry, that was disgusting. That was really bad. I'm sorry. But I think I'm a year older than you, so we kind of grew up with the same hype of Ninja Turtles. So my parents like were there too when at the height of its popularity. So they're like, we don't like the turtles. These aren't good turtles. Like the original ones are better. I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. So I think just because I'm like very protective, I don't know why though, because like after Power Rangers, I kind of like, all right, Power Rangers is my new thing. But where did my Leo go? Leo,
I
here he is.
don't know. Maybe it's because I now have a kid. Like, um, I see this as a way for her to get into it rather than having to be like, here's these like 30-year-old movies that you're gonna watch and be like, this is so hokey. Like,
You think you think the original do you feel that way about the? I'm not judging him. I'm generally asking you. Like
I haven't seen them in a while. So like here, like I feel sometimes when I go back and watch old things, like I it's hard to see them through someone who's never seen them and doesn't see them as a child. Like I feel like us seeing the original Ninja Turtles as kids, we have that soft spot for them. And not to say they aren't good movies. I think they are good movies, but they're also they're old. They've aged, I think. I think that kids these days, if they saw them, they'd be like, these are like weird old movies that my parents are really into. And so like for them to take it and refresh it, and I think it was and again, I enjoyed it. Like I thought the new April O'Neil, she was hilarious. Like
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was cool. I like that she was a teenager too. That I thought that was a cool change.
That made more sense than like these Teenage Mutant Turtles making friends with a adult
reporter.
female reporter.
Yeah, and so I'm like, okay, so yeah, I did like that change. I thought that's kind of cool. That makes sense. Another thing that I didn't like that threw me off, I was like, why are they going to high school? That bugged me. And then they're wearing clothes too. I'm like, no. Again, that's just me. And I think I'm the only one that feels this way in the whole world. I don't think so, but
You're probably not, but I think it's we just have different experience with it. Like I was just like, no, I feel like that's a normal teenager thing. They want to wear, they want the nice shoes and like to look like their friends and express themselves through what they wear, and like they seem as again like they really made them teenagers. Like it seemed very very real.
Mama's busy.
yeah, no, and that was good. It was just I guess it's for 30 years I've had these movies and stuff. So I'm like, what is this? So I've watched it a couple times already, and it's different. It's growing on me. But my first reaction was like, what is this? What is this? How did you feel about not having Shredder? Because that's the thing, we've always seen Shredder, except for Ninja Turtles 3 and TMNT.
Well, I mean,
the 07 movie.
They traveled through time and but like I was fine with it. Like I thought it was a new fresh thing. Like I mean, hopefully everyone watched it and I'm not doing any spoilers, or I guess a spoiler alert, they tease at the end that the next movie, if they make a sequel, is going to have him. So like I'm excited to see that one too. Like cuz that is my villain, He is the bad guy in the 90s movies. So
that's something I was thinking about too. I'm like, we only ever see him fight Shredder. Well, what are the other villains? And that's kind of what I liked about
there's those aliens too, the
Utrum.
Yeah. See, that's from the cartoon. I don't really know them that well.
That's from the comics.
Oh, really?
They started in the comics.
See, I'm like putting my turtle love to shame right now. Is that like,
Oh, I know all about my turtle, Sarah. This is why I'm pretty sure I'm single still.
No. I have the whole sewer system, so this is reminding me of the Jurassic Park episode we did when all you guys were like, from the 90s. Yeah.
We might have to do a special episode for that one. Not right now, but later.
Yeah.
What else? Any questions you have? Anything you want to talk about this movie that you like or didn't like?
I don't know. I can't think of anything right now. I feel like we covered most everything. I would say like just go watch it. I recommend it for people with kids too. Don't go see Paw Patrol. Go see Ninja Turtles.
Mutant
Like
Mayhem on Paramount Plus.
On Paramount Plus. It's a mountain of entertainment. Here.
Oh my god. This is the second time you do this, but Paramount Plus. Because they have the original cartoon there too. They have all the cartoons. Yeah. They have most of the shows, most of the movies. Yeah. And Frasier's on there. And Frasier's coming this week. I got it. And Picard and Star Trek stuff.
Yeah. All the Star Trek stuff. I need to catch up on all that, by the way.
I highly recommend for you to watch Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
It's on my list. I mean, here's my list: The Mandalorian, Ashoka, Loki 2. Like,
that's already out too. So we're
Barbie. I haven't seen Barbie yet. Like, so there's Star Trek's on there too. I need to get on those.
It's awesome. Barbie is. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to like. It was so good. I was surprised. I went in there with the mindset it's going to be a dumb movie, and it was just amazing. Okay, before it was already off track. Final comments, final thoughts about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I loved it. I thought they did a good job reimagining it. It's not the 90s live action movie. It is its own new thing. I highly recommend watching it.
A sequel has been announced, so I do know that. I do know it's already been done. So again, I'm gonna like I said in the Spanish version. I am a Power Ranger. I am a Ninja Turtles fan for life. Like I'm gonna go see it no matter what. I'm gonna go support it. This one I support it too. I'm supporting it when it's growing on me. But my first reaction was like, these are my turtles. But yes, I would say as a turtle fan, go watch it. And then get ready to buy these toys for the 40th anniversary, which is next year.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Okay, since it's you, Sarah, it's time for you to ask a question.
What are you watching right now?
What am I watching right now? I have currently started watching Loki season 2. I don't know how I feel. It's weird because I remember like I don't know where they're going with the story because the first season we didn't know where they were going, what we were setting up, and this one I'm like, what are you guys setting up? And especially because the whole Jonathan Majors thing happened, and Jonathan Majors, while he's not in it in this first episode, he's everywhere. His image is everywhere. If that makes sense. So I was like, oh my god. So is this setting up? What is it setting up? Right? Because this is what we've learned so far. These Disney Plus shows are setting up another movie or another series. So I'm like, okay, where are we going to go with this? And I don't know, but so far I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Well, that's good. I'm looking forward to when I can actually watch it.
What are you watching?
Well, it took me 4 nights to watch Mutant Mayhem. Right now I'm working my way very slowly through The Last of Us. I think I have 2 more episodes left in that one. And also Welcome to Wrexham is back. I
love it. So.
I absolutely love it. I highly recommend it, even if you're not a soccer fan or football, you know.
Football.
It's great to watch. The last episode was all about the women's team, and I absolutely loved it. I think they should feature them more. But
I agree. I will second that. That was pretty cool. I'm like, I guess maybe not a lot of them, but I know some soccer teams, football teams have female versions. That sounds horrible, but a female equivalent of that same team. So I'm like, this is really cool.
Yeah, but they aren't promoted enough. Like I really think we need to support. Like there's a huge fan base for women's soccer, but anyway, Welcome to Wrexham is really funny. Like, and it has a lot of heart too. Like I love the people that they feature, and it's fun. I mean, anything with Ryan Reynolds tends to be funny. You can even laugh at Green Lantern.
I know it's right. No, you can even laugh at, that was funny. You can even laugh at Green Lantern. No, it's like, yeah, it's a really good show. I think it's awesome. I love the story of like this team from working class making it up, and I think we already know what happens because it was in the news in April. Well, this
I
team,
ignored it. I haven't seen it, so don't spoil it. I'm waiting for the TV show to
it was
show
everywhere.
up.
How did you miss it? Because it was
I have a
everywhere.
child.
That's just for everything, Sarah.
Because it takes over your life.
This is, see, for me, that's I know you have to not have a child. For me. Final comments, final thoughts about anything we just talked about.
I'm good. If anyone wants Legos, check out my store. It's on Bricklink. It's called Sara Builds. I'm very particular about what pieces go in my sets, so guaranteed to get something good. Yeah.
This is true. Yes, and you can also like her channel or like my videos of hers on her channels, her videos on my channel.
Yes. My videos are on your channel.
Yes.
On Frack the Canon.
Frack the Canon and stuff. But I think we'll come up with a better name for it. Not right now. But all I gotta say right now is,
wise man say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza.
Frack off.
Reporter was hot on the trail, determined to put these crooks in jail. She spied the bad guys and saw what happened, but before she knew